Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this beautiful evening of classical music. My name is Chandra, and I'm here for two specific reasons. First, to acknowledge some great maestros who have passed away in the recent year and speak about a little bit about them. And then, of course, it is my duty and honor to introduce the artists for the evening. This year we've lost the great maestro of Carnatic music, Vidwan Balamurali Krishnaji. The equally great but relatively unknown maestro of the Agra Gharana, a gentleman called Baban Rao Haldankar. Gopal Mishra ji, who spent a lot of time in the US, Sarangi maestro of the highest order of the Banaras Gharana. And of course, the irreplaceable, the unique, the one and only Kishori Amonkar. I know many of you today, just with that name, I think it's enough to bring up a feeling. What that feeling is of course unique to each of us. But to me, the mere mention of the name Kishori Amonkar brings up a feeling of deep, deep, deep dedication, sincerity, and honesty. Today's program, it is our honor to dedicate this program to the memory of the great Kishori. And Mihirbai has kindly asked me to speak a few words in tribute to the maestro. Speaking about Kishori is of course probably a book-length discussion. To understand her as a person, you would probably have to understand her mother, the equally amazing Mogubai Kurdikarji, and her guru, Ustad Alladiya Khan Sahab, the founder of the Jaipur Gharana. So I'm not even going to attempt to try and talk about Kishori the person. Equally, to speak about her music would be to sit here and try and describe a waterfall, or to describe what it feels like when someone's lit up an incense stick. I could only talk about the smoke. To get the fragrance, you had to be there. But just as every incense maker has a thought behind why he put together that fine incense stick, the intent was always to spread the fragrance. Let me try and talk about Kishori intent with her music, because that, I think, makes her unique among performing musicians. You see, many years ago, Kishori had mastered the art of classical music. In fact, in a meeting about 20 years ago, she told us that she was ready to perform at the age of 18. And her mother stopped her. Mother told her, "Look, Kishori, you can get on stage, anybody can get on stage, but I want you to get on stage only if you think that your dead body will be brought down from the stage." Konkani people have a unique way of saying things. It sounds better in Konkani, I know that. But Kishori actually fulfilled that promise. We heard her in a series of amazing, amazing performances for the last year. Happened to be in India. A week before she passed away, she gave a brilliant performance in Delhi. So the spark, the fire was there till the very, very, very end. So what is it about her intent that sets her apart? Kishori described her music not as Rag Sangeet, but as Bhav Sangeet, the music of emotions. And this laser-like focus on trying to create an emotional connect is what sets her apart. You could go to a concert, you did not have to understand the rag, you did not have to understand the tal, the technicalities, but she would reach you. She would communicate to you in a way that something in you would be transformed forever. There is no doubt. And this has happened to hundreds of people. I witnessed them go in there, and a few minutes into the performance, they are lost. Kishori Tai was uniquely able to generate emotion in an objective way. So two different people could look at it and agree that this is what I felt. This siddhi, this ability, this unique ability to create objective emotions in all of us, in all of our atmas. The willingness to look beyond each of us as people, but to look at each of us as souls, as the essential core of all of who we are. And then to bow down to that essential entity and perform for that entity set Kishori Tai apart. We have witnessed concerts where she has created such an atmosphere of a particular rag, through that particular rag, using the rag as a tool, that the audience is completely involved, mesmerized. And then, this was the beginning. And then the magic would happen, where you could literally see Kishori Tai herself disappearing. And all you had was this mood pervading in the room. We've witnessed this so many times, where not just the subject of what she's trying to do, but the object of the emotion both disappear. And just the pure emotion is there for us. Many years ago, we were fortunate to be at a speaking session that she did. She was brilliant, by the way, in her speech as well. She did a 3-day seminar at the NCPA. She did a few of these, but this one she did it because she wanted to do it. She spoke every day for almost 4 hours. I'm sure it's archived at the NCPA, and I would highly encourage you to hear Kishori Tai in her own words. And that, to me, was the nearest that I have heard anyone, including herself, talk about the science behind what she's trying to do. And the science is that she said, look, I'm trying to sing Todi, right? Todi is supposed to be a sad rag. But my intent is not to make you cry. My intent is to make you feel the truth about sadness. And feeling that truth will make you happy. So Kishori Tai's intent behind the Bhav Sangeet was to find a medium, a way to communicate with the truth that she saw in the sur that she was using, deploying in her purpose to communicate with all of us. I bow down to her memory and consider myself extraordinarily fortunate that we had some time to spend in the same time frame as her. May I request all of you to stand up for a short while. Dedication to the great maestro, Kishori Tai Amonkar.